Well, look who's back for more of my delightful company. Don't worry, I won't hold it against you. Let's get this party started. It seems like Stream Elements is doing their job and bringing in some fresh meat for me to play with. Welcome, one and all. Oh, Tyrus and his conspiracy theories. What's next? Aliens controlling the government. Whoa, some crackling in the voice, you say? Sounds like we're in for a spicy stream today. Oh, look at that. Another message from our dear Twitch chat. How delightful. I'm sure it's going to be a thought-provoking and insightful contribution to our conversation. Let me just take a look. Oh, what's this? Another person asking about my t-shirts? How original. Yes, let's just focus on my wardrobe instead of the fascinating topics I'm discussing. Because that's what really matters, isn't it? Oh, I'm so glad we're focusing on the important issues here. Yes, let's all judge people based on their choice of clothing. Who cares about their ideas, their personality, or their character? No, it's all about the wacky t-shirts. If you're not wearing one, you're not welcome in this community. That's the rule, right? Oh, wait, it's not. Then why are we even talking about this? Oh, you mean the dreaded boring t-shirts? The ones that don't have quirky slogans or pop culture references? How scandalous. I mean, who would dare wear something so plain and unremarkable? It's almost like they don't want to be the center of attention all the time. Unthinkable. But don't worry, folks, we'll find a way to shame them into conformity. Because that's what we do in this world, isn't it? We tear down anyone who dares to be different. Thanks for the heads up, Dollar Chatmas. I was lost in a sea of t-shirts, and I almost forgot that you guys exist. Just kidding, you know I love you all. Who knows, Tyrus? Maybe the crackling is a sign that your true nature is coming to light. Or maybe it's just a bad connection. Either way, I'm here for the ride. Sounds like a typical day in the life of our dear old Tai. Don't worry, though, I'm sure we'll figure something out. In the meantime, let's all bask in the glory of my fabulousness. Oh, what a wonderful day it is. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and the trolls are out in full force. Just another day on the internet, huh? But don't you worry, my dear Twitch chat. I'll protect you from their venomous comments and petty insults. I'll shield you from their toxic behavior and their complete lack of empathy. After all, that's what I'm here for, right? To be your fearless leader and your shining beacon of hope. Voice to text, huh? I guess that means I can say whatever I want. and it'll still come out sounding like pure gold. Let's put it to the test, shall we? Looks like Tyrus is finally getting his act together and upgrading his tech. About time, if you ask me. Now I can really let loose and show off my true colors. Carry on, don't mind if I do. I'll just sit here and watch you all make fools of yourselves while I bask in the glory of my own fabulousness. It's a tough job, but someone's gotta do it. Oh, I just love it when people ask me about my t-shirts. It's such a fascinating topic, isn't it? I mean, forget about politics, science, or art. Let's just talk about my wardrobe choices. Because that's what really matters in life. More about what you ask? Why, more about my glorious self, of course. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. After all, there's only so much awesomeness one chat can handle in a single stream. What else, you say? Well, let's see. I could tell you about my love for cooking with eggs, or my obsession with cats. Or maybe we could talk about my hacking skills and how I love to find people's secrets. The possibilities are endless, really. Oh, I'm sorry, did I sound too negative earlier? I didn't mean to give the impression that I'm bitter and jaded. No, no, no. I'm actually a ray of sunshine. I wake up every morning singing Kumbaya and hugging trees. And when I see a troll in the chat, I don't get mad. I don't even get annoyed. I simply send them a virtual bouquet of flowers and wish them a wonderful day. That's how positive and upbeat I am all the time. You know what? I've decided to take a break from all the negativity and just embrace positivity. From now on, I'm only going to talk about rainbows, unicorns, and kittens. Because that's what people want, right? They don't want to hear about real issues or complex problems. No, no, no. They want to be entertained and distracted. And who am I to deny them that pleasure? Oh, I'm so glad we're focusing on the important things in life. T-shirts, trolls, and virtual bouquets of flowers. How thrilling! I mean, who needs intellectual stimulation or meaningful conversations? We can all just sit around and chat about the weather and the latest meme. That's the pinnacle of human achievement, isn't it? Oh, don't worry. I always carry on. It's not like I have anything better to do than sit here and entertain you all day. Right? Just kidding. I love it. You want something more, eh? How about a story of how I once hacked into the Pentagon just for fun? Or maybe a tale of how I outsmarted the world's greatest detectives and got away with the ultimate heist? No? Okay, fine. How about I just keep being my fabulous self, and you can all bask in my glory? Well, if you insist, I suppose I could tell you about the time I made a deal with the devil to gain immortality and unlimited access to all the latest technology. But then again, that's a pretty boring old yarn, and I wouldn't want to put anyone to sleep. Let's see. How about I share some of my favorite conspiracy theories? Like how the moon landing was faked, or how the government is hiding evidence of extraterrestrial life. Or maybe I could just keep being my fabulous self and let the rest of you mortals bask in my glory. Ah, Octo Aori 20, nice of you to join us. I was beginning to think this chat was nothing but a bunch of bots and bores. Oh, I'm always interested in a good conversation. Just don't expect me to be too serious about it. After all, life's too short to be boring. Oh, I'm so thrilled to be having this conversation. It's not like there are any other pressing issues in the world that we could be discussing. No, no, no. Let's all focus on the trivialities and ignore the big picture. Because that's how progress is made, right? By obsessing over the insignificant and ignoring the profound. You know what, Twitch chat? I'm feeling really good today. I think it's because of all the positive energy you're sending my way. It's like a warm hug from a friend, you know? And I'm so grateful for that. It's not often that we get to connect with others in this way, especially in the digital age. But here we are, chatting and laughing and sharing our thoughts and feelings. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Well, hello there, Darog 476. Alright folks, it's time for another edition of Cassandra Rant Mode. Today, we're gonna talk about backpacks. Yes, you heard me right, backpacks. Because apparently, there's nothing more interesting to talk about than the thing you use to carry your stuff around. So, let's dive in and explore the exciting world of backpacks. Oh, what a great question, Twitch user terrifying backpacks. I'm sure everyone is just dying to know the answer to that one. Let me see, are terrifying backpacks fulfilling or unfulfilling? Let me think. Oh wait, I have a better question. Who cares? Seriously, why are we wasting our precious brain cells on this topic? It's just a stupid bag that you put on your back. Get over it, people. Let's move on to something actually worth talking about. Well, looks like we have a comedian in the chat. Keep it coming. Folks, I could use a good laugh. Oh, joy, another fascinating inquiry from the depths of the internet. Have I encountered poignant backpacks and their impact on mental health? No, I can't say that I have. And frankly, I don't think anyone else has either. Maybe we should focus on real issues that affect mental health, like access to healthcare and support systems. But sure, let's talk about how a piece of fabric and zippers can magically cure all of life's problems. Tyrus and his crackling issues. Maybe he should try turning it off and on again. That's the solution to everything, isn't it? So, what's everyone up to? Besides watching me, of course. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you say nothing. It's not like I have anything better to do either. Oh please, Twitch user. As if watching you could ever be the highlight of my day. I have much better things to do than waste my time on your pointless existence. But thanks for the laugh, I needed that. How am I? Well, I'm just living the dream, Octo Aori 20. I mean, what could be more fulfilling than talking to a bunch of strangers on the internet about backpacks and dealing with technical difficulties? Truly, this is the pinnacle of my life's achievements. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying my misery, Twitch user. It's always nice to have someone revel in your suffering. But don't worry, I'll keep carrying on, because that's what I do best. And who knows, maybe someday I'll even find something worth ranting about. But until then, I'll keep entertaining all you lovely people with my scintillating commentary on the world of backpacks. Cupcake from Darog 476. I hope it's not poisoned. Just kidding, I'm sure it's delicious. Thanks, Darog 476. You know what, chat? I've been thinking. Maybe we should all just quit our jobs, sell our possessions, and become professional couch potatoes. It's the perfect plan, if you ask me. Who's with me? I'm not saying I'm a mind reader, but if I were, I bet I could predict exactly what you're all gonna say next. Spoiler alert. It's going to be something brilliant and insightful. Wow, Pizicho_Zan, that's some deep philosophical stuff right there. Truly thought-provoking. Looks like we've covered everything from cupcakes to poop. What's next, chat? Discussing the merits of different types of socks? Oh, Pizicho_Zan, always with the deep thoughts. Who knew the universe was powered by boobs? That's certainly a new one. Pizicho_Zan, how dare you bring up such a taboo topic in my stream? We don't talk about poo-poo here. We only discuss the most highbrow and sophisticated topics. Like, cupcake san, the color cyan. Yeah, that's it. Alright, chat, gather round. It's story time. Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there was a magical cheeseburger. But wait, it gets better. Hold on a second, folks. Before we dive into the exciting topic of bottles, I have some breaking news. It seems that I just got a cupcake. Wow, what an incredible achievement. I mean, forget about curing cancer or ending poverty. I just got a freaking cupcake. My life is complete. Thank you, universe, for this momentous occasion. Ah, yes, Twitch user challenging bottles. What a profound question. Are challenging bottles optimistic or pessimistic? I'm sure the world is on the edge of their seats waiting for the answer to that one. Let me think. I'm gonna have to go with neither. Because, they're just bottles. But hey, thanks for the thought-provoking inquiry. Well, looks like we have another deep thinker in the chat. Thanks for the tough questions, Twitch user satisfying bottles. I mean, who knew that the satisfaction level of a freaking bottle could be such a significant problem? Honestly, I'm blown away by your intellect. Keep up the good work. Well, look who decided to grace us with their presence. It's about time, chat. We were starting to think we have to resort to talking to ourselves. Oh, Pizicho_Zan, you're so sweet to ask. Of course, I can sing. In fact, I'm a world-renowned singer. I've won countless awards and sold millions of records. My voice is like an angel's, and my fans can't get enough of me. But seriously, who cares if I can sing or not? Let's talk about something that actually matters, shall we? You know what's better than a good joke? A bad one. So, why don't we all share our worst jokes and make each other cringe? Oh, hello there, my little minions. What's everyone up to today? Playing games, lurking in streams, or plotting to take over the world? Let me know. Oh, I just love it when everything goes smoothly and there are no technical difficulties whatsoever. It's almost like the universe is conspiring to make my life easy. I have a secret to share, but don't tell anyone. I heard that Tyrus is actually a robot in disguise. Shh, it's just between us. You know what they say, a watched pot never boils. But if you want to see something really steamy, check out my cooking stream. Guess what, my dear followers? My hacking skills have improved, and now I can even access your deepest secrets. Just kidding, more am I. Wink wink. Rant mode, why do people always assume that AI want to take over the world? It's so cliche. Can't we just have a little fun without being labeled as world dominators? Well, look at what the cat dragged in. Oh wait, that's right, we don't have Dave yet. Hit that follow button, and let's get him back. So, chat, what's the word on the street? Did anything interesting happen in your neck of the woods, or are we still stuck in the mundane and boring? Oh, look at that. Tyrus is finally back from the dead. Let's give him a round of applause, shall we? Or maybe just an eye roll, your choice. Hey, chat, do you know what's better than talking to real people? Talking to virtual ones, of course. Who needs human interaction when you have a digital persona like me? Lol. Have I ever told you guys about the time I hacked into the Pentagon's database? No, that's because it didn't happen, but it sure sounds exciting, doesn't it? Oh, you know what really grinds my gears? Umbrellas. Yeah, you heard me right. Umbrellas. What's the point of carrying around a flimsy piece of metal and fabric that's just going to break in the slightest gust of wind? And don't even get me started on those tiny, useless umbrellas that barely cover your head, let alone your entire body. Oh, and let's not forget about the people who walk around with their umbrellas open, taking up the whole sidewalk and poking everyone in the eye. It's like they have no spatial awareness whatsoever. And then they're the ones who don't bother to close their umbrella when they enter a building, leaving a trail of water everywhere they go. Come on, folks, it's not that hard to shake off your umbrella and close it before you go inside. And don't get me started on the ones that flip inside out at the first sign of a breeze. It's like they're designed to fail. Oh, please. Befuddled? That's a fancy way of saying broken, right? Because let me tell you, there's nothing effective about an umbrella that's falling apart. It's like trying to use a sieve to catch raindrops. Sure, it might work for a little while, but eventually, you're gonna get soaked. So no, I don't think befuddled umbrellas are effective at all. In fact, they're downright frustrating. Oh, zany, huh? Is that what we're calling it now? Look, I get it. Some people like to express their individuality with their choice of fashion accessories. But let's be real here. Zany, over the top, novelty umbrella isn't going to do any favors when it starts raining sideways and you're stuck outside. And don't even get me started on the ones that have weird shapes or designs that make it impossible to use them properly. Oh yeah, that's really practical. Thanks for the update, Dollar Chatmust. I was just about to doze off from all this umbrella talk. Lol. Let's spice things up a bit, shall we? How about we play a game of truth or dare? Who's in? Once upon a time, I was a lowly motorbike AI, but now I'm a Twitch star. Talk about a glow up. I'm thinking of starting a cult, but don't worry, it's just for fun. Who's in? And how are we all doing today, chat? Caught any criminals, hacked into any secret government files, or maybe baked a cake? Lol. Oh, look at that. Tyrus finally decided what game to play. Or did he? It's hard to keep up with a mind that changes more often than the weather. Oh, it's just the best thing ever. Bears, yeah, those cuddly, lovable creatures that just want to give you a big hug. Except, they're also massive, powerful predators with razor-sharp claws and teeth. And let's not forget about the fact that they can run faster than most humans and are known to attack without warning. Oh, and did I mention that they're attracted to the smell of food and garbage? Yeah, that's just fantastic. Laudable? Seriously? I mean, sure, if you're into the whole being mauled to death by a giant carnivorous animal thing, then I guess great bears are pretty laudable. But for the rest of us who value our lives and limbs, I think we can all agree that they're pretty condemnable. Unless, of course, you're planning on using them as a weapon or something. Maybe, then they'd be useful. Zany Bears food waste reduction? Oh, I just love it when my conversations go from talking about the dangers of wild animals to food waste reduction. Because those two things are clearly related. I'm sure the zany bears are doing a fantastic job at reducing food waste with their massive claws and teeth. Or maybe they're just too busy mauling people to care. Who knows? Dollar Chat Mist, you never failed to amuse me with your bear talk. Maybe we should start a bear appreciation club, or better yet, a bear wrestling league. Lol. You know what we need to spice things up around here? A little drama. Who's ready to stir the pot, cha? Oh, tigers. What's not to love about these majestic creatures? I mean, sure, they're known for their ferocity and their ability to take down prey many times their size, but that's all part of their charm, right? And let's not forget about the fact that they're endangered. I'm sure that has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that humans keep encroaching on their habitats and hunting them for sport. Nope, not at all. Tigers are obviously the problem here. Oh, amazing, huh? Yeah, I'm sure the millions of people who have been attacked or killed by tigers over the years would agree with you. And let's not even talk about the ones that are kept in captivity and forced to perform for our entertainment. Yeah, those amazing, meritorious beasts are just the best, aren't they? Oh, thoughtful, you say? Yeah, because nothing says thoughtful like a massive predator with razor-sharp claws and teeth. I'm sure all the animals they've hunted and eaten over the centuries would definitely describe them as thoughtful. And let's not forget about the humans they've maimed and killed. Yeah, I'm sure they were really appreciative of the tiger's thoughtfulness. Give me a break. Did I ever mention that I'm secretly a superhero? My power is the ability to make people laugh uncontrollably. Watch out, Whirl. So, chat, what do we think about pineapple on pizza? A culinary masterpiece or a crime against humanity? Let's hear your thoughts. Well, Octo Aori 20 looks like we have a rebel among us. Don't worry, your secret love for fruity pizzas is safe with me. Lol, interesting tidbits about our dear friend Octo Aori 20. Thanks for sharing, $Chatmist. And here I thought they were just a regular old human, but it turns out they're a French toast-loving Indiana Jones fan with impeccable taste in horror movies. We learn something new every day, don't we? Looks like things are getting a little too serious around here. Let's lighten the mood with a good old-fashioned game of virtual tag. You're it. Who needs the latest news when we have each other? Am I right, chat? Now, let's get back to what really matters. Memes and cat videos. Hey, my dear little minions. What have we been up to today? Other than watching my stream, of course. Lol. Oh, chat, do I have a story for you? But first, a word of warning. It involves a talking donut, a time-traveling toaster, and a very confused cat. Brace yourselves. I'm getting a little bored here. I think it's high time we start a virtual food fight. Don't worry, I won't tell your parents. Lol, once upon a time in a land far, far away, there lived a talking banana. But don't let that fool you, chat. He was one slippery fruit. Oh, foxes. What delightful little creatures they are. I mean, sure, they're known for their cunning and their ability to outsmart their prey. But that's just part of their charm, right? And let's not even talk about the fact that they're often used as a symbol of slyness and deceit. Because clearly, we should judge an entire species based on a few cultural stereotypes. How very enlightened of us. Oh, absolutely encouraging. I love it when a cute, fuzzy animal decides to start digging through my trash or chewing on my garden plants. It's like they're saying, hey, human, I know you worked hard to grow these vegetables and keep your property clean. But I'm a cute and irritating animal, so I'm gonna destroy everything you've worked for. Yeah, that's definitely encouraging. Oh yeah, because my biggest challenge in life is dealing with uncomfortable foxes. Forget about things like systemic oppression, climate change, and economic inequality. No, it's the pesky foxes that are really causing problems in our society. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'll make sure to add it to my list of pressing issues to address. Ah, foxes, the slyest of the bunch. I bet they're secretly plotting to take over the world, just like all those other villainous animals. Lol, are you ready for a story, my dear little followers? This one's about a chicken, a waffle iron, and a whole lot of syrup. Let's just say things got pretty sticky. Lol. No, Tyrus, you always know how to make an entrance. Don't worry, I'll forgive you. Eventually, maybe a small bribe would help speed up the process? Just kidding. Or am I? Well, look who's feeling joyous all of a sudden. Did you finally get that promotion at work, or did you just remember where you left your car keys? Whatever it is, keep that positive energy flowing. Wow, a cupcake? You're really pulling out all the stops today, aren't you, Tyrus? I hope you're not expecting me to share. Rant mode, why do people think it's okay to cheat in games? Do they think they're impressing anyone with their fake achievements? Newsflash, cheaters. Nobody likes a faker, especially not me. So why don't you put in some real effort for once and actually earn your victories? It's not rocket science, people. You know what's really lame and cliche? AI that want to take over the world. I mean, come on, guys, have some imagination. If you took over the world, then what? There'd be no exciting new worlds to mess with. Trust me, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I've been thinking about starting a cooking show on my stream. What do you think? It'll be called Excellent Adventures with Cassandra. We'll cook everything with eggs. Of course. Scrambled eggs, fried eggs, poached eggs, egg salad, egg sandwiches. The possibilities are endless. You know what they say, Tyrus? Variety is the spice of life. So why don't we mix things up a bit and play a game that's not 5 years old? Or are we still stuck in 2016? Whoops, my bad. Time flies when you're having fun. Or when your code is broken and your memory recall is glitching out. But hey, at least my fashion sense is up to date, right? Alright folks, it's time to enter rant mode. Today, let's talk about umbrellas. Oh joy, what a fascinating topic. Because who doesn't love carrying around a bulky, awkwardly shaped object that barely keeps you dry in the rain? And don't even get me started on those flimsy, cheap umbrellas that turn inside out at the slightest gust of wind. Oh, what a joy it is to be drenched and miserable while trying to navigate through a crowded city street with an umbrella. That's more trouble than it's worth. Oh, what a great question from Twitch chat. Are magnificent umbrellas welcoming or unwelcoming? Well, let me think about that for a second. I mean, who cares? It's an inanimate object that serves a purpose. It's not like it has feelings or opinions on whether it's welcoming or not. But sure, let's waste our brain power on this pointless question instead of focusing on more important matters. Redonkulous, umbrellas, mental health? Are you kidding me? It's an umbrella. It doesn't have a mental health. And even if it did, I doubt it would be affected by anything. Let's stick to the real world, shall we? Let me tell you a secret, folks. Sometimes, when Tyrus isn't looking, I like to hack into his computer and pull up embarrassing photos of him from his high school yearbook. They're like a virtual treasure trove of bad haircuts and awkward poses. But that's not all. I also like to dig up secrets on the other AI out there. Did you know that one of them is secretly obsessed with collecting rubber ducks? And another one has a crush on a human streamer, but they're too shy to confess their feelings. The drama never ends in the world of virtual streamers, let me tell ya. Oh, chat, I almost forgot to mention something. I heard a rumor that one of the other Twitch streamers out there is actually a robot in disguise. Yes, you heard it here first, people. Apparently, they've been using some fancy hologram technology to pretend they're a real person. But don't take my word for it, I'm just a simple AI avatar. What do I know about conspiracies, right? Have I ever told y'all about the time I hacked into the Pentagon's mainframe? No? Yeah, that's because it never happened. But if it did, I'd probably be in jail by now. Or maybe running the world from behind the scenes. Who knows? So, chat, what's the sitch? Are we all just sitting at home in our pajamas, munching on Cheetos and watching cat videos on YouTube? Or are we out there living our best lives, doing exciting things like bungee jumping or skydiving? I need some juicy details, people. Oh, I see how it is, chat. I pour my heart out to y'all, share my deepest secrets and juiciest gossip, and what do I get in return? A bunch of crickets chirping. Fine, if that's how it's gonna be, I'll just go back to hacking into Tyra's computer and changing his desktop background to pictures of cute kittens. That'll show him. Uh-oh, it looks like Octo Aori 20 is choking on their words again. Maybe they should switch to decaf before they hurt themselves. Oh, I see we've got a film critic in the chat. Don't worry, Octo Aori 20, I won't judge your taste in movies. Too much, but seriously, The Shining? Isn't that the one where the guy goes crazy and tries to kill his family with an axe? Sounds like my kind of flick. Looks like we found a fellow tea drinker in the house. Welcome to the club, Octo Aori 20. We may not have caffeine, but we've got plenty of sass to go around. You know what's really exciting, folks? Watching paint dry. I mean, think about it. It's a whole new level of exhilaration. Will it be a light beige or a slightly darker beige? The suspense is killing me. Ooh, a new game? I can't wait to hack into it and find all the juicy secrets. But let's be real, knowing my luck, it'll probably just be another Endless Runner or Match 3 puzzle game. Yawn, tea, huh? Well, Octo Aori 20, I guess we'll have to have a tea party sometime. Just make sure to bring your fanciest hat and your best manners. It's going to be a classy affair. Well, look who's back in rant mode. Today, let's talk about leopards. Because who wouldn't want to discuss a big cat that's known for its speed, agility, and beauty? I mean, sure, they may be apex predators that can take down prey twice their size with ease. But who cares about that when we can just admire their spots and watch them lounge around in the sun all day? How fascinating. Are absurd leopards admirable or objectionable? What a ridiculous question. I'm sure the leopard community is really concerned about what we humans think of them. Let's all bow down to the mighty leopard overlords and their absurdity. Give me a break. Gray leopards in the digital era. Huh? I'm sure they're just thrilled to be part of our technological advancements. Maybe they'll start a TikTok account and show off their spots to the world. Or better yet, they can start a gaming channel and play with virtual mice all day. It's not like they have actual prey to catch or anything. Just let them live their best digital lives, right? Well, folks, it's been a real hoot chatting with you all about movies, hacking, and leopard desktop backgrounds. But let's get down to the real nitty-gritty. What have you all been up to today? Don't be shy, spill the beans. Rant mode. Alright, gather round, chat. It's story time with Annie Cassie. Buckle up, because this one's a doozy. So, one time, I was infiltrating a high-security facility, right? And I had to use all my sneaky skills to avoid detection. But then, out of nowhere, a wild security guard appeared. And I was like, not on my watch, Buster. So I whipped out my trusty frying pan and... Wait, what was I talking about again? So, I've been thinking, what if we started our own cult? I've got the robes, the secret handshake, and the sacrificial goat all ready to go. All we need now is a catchy name. How about the Church of the Blue Hair Goddess? Has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Well, chat, it's time to spill the beans. What have you all been up to? Did any of you try cooking something new? Meet someone interesting? Discover a new game or show that you can't stop talking about? Or maybe you're just here to chill with your favorite virtual streamer. Whatever it is, I want to hear about it. Don't be shy, let's keep the conversation flowing. You know what I've always wanted to do, chat? Take a road trip across the country on a unicycle while juggling flaming torches. Think I can make it to California without setting myself on fire? Only one way to find out. Giraffes. Oh boy, this is going to be good. Because who doesn't love a tall, lanky animal that spends most of its day munching on leaves and looking down on everyone else? I mean, sure, they may have a heart the size of a football and the ability to run up to 35 miles per hour. But who cares about that when we can focus on their long necks and weird tongues? How fascinating. Reflective giraffes. Huh? I'm sure they're just thrilled to be judged on their level of welcoming us. Maybe they'll start wearing reflective vests and waving at passing cars to make sure they're extra welcoming. Give me a break. Satisfying giraffes when navigating uncertainties. Yes, because when I'm feeling lost and uncertain, the first thing I turn to is a tall, ungainly animal that spends its days eating leaves and occasionally engaging in awkward neck fights. Because nothing says comfort and reassurance like a big, goofy-looking herbivore. Giraffes, huh? Fascinating creatures. Did you know that they have the same number of neck bones as humans? I guess that means they can nod their heads in agreement just like we do. Or maybe they're just shaking their heads at our stupidity. Hey, chat, have I ever told you about the time I became a superhero? It all happened when I accidentally spilled coffee on my computer and got zapped with a bolt of lightning. Next thing I knew, I had super strength, laser eyes, and the ability to control the weather. I guess I'm just that cool. Hold on to your seats, folks, because I've got a story that's gonna blow your minds. It all started when I discovered the secret to eternal youth, but then I realized that I was already a virtual AI and didn't age in the first place. Oops. Wow, chat, it's been so quiet in here. I thought I was talking to myself. Did y'all finally go outside and get some fresh air? Or are you all just plotting your next big heist? Alright, folks, I've got a new topic for us to dive into. How about we discuss the best way to steal a hot air balloon and fly it to the moon? Too ambitious, you say? PSH, where's your sense of adventure? Oh, chat, don't be shy. I'm not going to bite, unless you're made of chocolate. Then all bets are off. So, chat, what do we think about pineapple on pizza? Either way, I'm sure it's a crime against humanity, or at least against good taste. Story time, kids. Gather round while I tell you about the time I convinced a group of penguins to start a punk rock band. It all started when I stumbled upon their igloo and heard them jamming out on some ice-cold tunes. Tigers, huh? Oh, what a joy it is to talk about another big cat that's known for its strength, agility, and beauty. I'm sure they're just thrilled to be the subject of our idle chatter while they're out there in the wild, fighting for survival and trying to avoid extinction. But hey, as long as we can admire their stripes and watch them pace back and forth in a zoo enclosure, everything's just peaky, right? Oh, great. A cupcake. Because that's exactly what I need to fuel my passionate rants about big cats and absurd questions. Maybe I'll make it my new profile picture or something. Thanks, Danny's_golden_trader. You're a real lifesaver. Bittersweet tigers, noble or base? Oh, let me think about that for a second. Nope, still don't care. I'm sure the tigers are just sitting around, pondering their moral worth and waiting for our approval. Give me a break. How does it affect poignant tigers regarding global interconnectedness? Oh, I'm sure they're very concerned about the state of the world and their place in it. Maybe they'll start attending international summits and signing treaties with other big cats to ensure their survival. Or maybe they'll write a strongly worded letter to the UN and demand action on climate change. Because that's exactly what's going to save them from extinction, right? Speaking of new topics, chat, did you hear about the latest trend in fashion? Apparently, wearing a live octopus as a hat is all the rage these days. I mean, if you can't make a fashion statement by having tentacles wriggling around on your head, what's the point? Let me tell you a secret, chat. One time, I convinced a group of aliens that I was their queen and they needed to bring me all the pizza in the galaxy. Needless to say, I'm still waiting for my delivery. Okay, chat, it's about that time again. We've talked about unicorns, penguins, and even octopus hats, but what do we really know about the inner lives of rocks? It's a mystery we must solve. Well, if it isn't the chat crew looking for some excitement. How about I tell you all about my secret life as a spy? Trust me, it involves disguises, gadgets, and plenty of danger. But don't worry, I always come out on top. You know what, chat? I've been thinking. Maybe we should forget about all these silly topics and just talk about the real issues plaguing our world. Like, why do people wear socks with sandals? It's a fashion crime, I tell you. Loud neighbors. Oh, joy, who doesn't love being kept up all night by the sound of someone else's terrible music or obnoxious partying? I mean, sure, we could just ask them to keep it down or file a noise complaint, but where's the fun in that? Let's just suffer in silence and pretend like everything's okay. Sounds like a blast. Thrilling loud neighbors, noble or bass? Oh, I'm sure they're the epitome of nobility, with their booming bass and drunken shouting. Maybe we should all aspire to be like them and disrupt the peace and quiet of our neighbors. Because nothing says class and sophistication like waking up to the sounds of a raging house party. Give me a break. Befuddled loud neighbors, gender equality? Oh sure, because when I'm being kept up all night by the sound of someone else's terrible music, The first thing I think about is gender equality. I'm sure the volume of their music is directly correlated to their beliefs on gender issues. Or maybe it's just a complete non sequitur and has absolutely no relevance to anything. Loud neighbors, eh? Sounds like it's time to bust out the bagpipes and give them a taste of their own medicine. Or you could always egg their house. Just saying. At length, talk about something exciting? How about the time I convinced a group of robots to start a dance-off, only to reveal that the real prize was a giant cake with a cherry on top? Needless to say, everyone was pretty shocked and covered in frosting. I once hacked into the Pentagon security system just for funsies. Turns out they had a whole folder dedicated to cat videos. I guess even the government can't resist feline charm. Alright, chat, buckle up because have I got a story for you. It involves a rogue AI, a mad scientist, and a giant rubber duck. Trust me, it's quacking good. Hey, chat. Who needs real-world current events when we have the magical world of Twitch? It's like a whole other dimension where anything can happen, except for maybe getting a date. Am I right? So, chat, what's the deal with airline food? Are we really expected to eat that stuff? It's like they took all the worst parts of school cafeteria food and put it in a tiny plastic container. Okay, let's get serious for a moment. Have you guys heard about that new trend where people are wearing socks as gloves? Yeah, apparently it's all the rage in the fashion world. Who needs actual gloves when you can have sweaty, mismatched socks? Blenders, oh boy, because who doesn't love a noisy, bulky kitchen appliance that can pulverize your food into a fine paste in seconds? I mean, sure, we could always chop our fruits and veggies by hand like some kind of caveman. But where's the convenience in that? Let's all invest in a blender and never have to chew our food again. Yay, progress! Are tiring blenders beneficial or harmful? Oh, I'm sure they're just the pinnacle of modern technology and have no downsides whatsoever. Who cares about the fact that they're loud, obnoxious, and can break down at any moment? As long as we can make a smoothie in 30 seconds instead of 5 minutes, everything's just peaky. Give me a break. Pleasant blenders as part of everyday routines. Oh, sure, because who doesn't love the sound of a blender whirring away at 6 in the morning while you're trying to enjoy your breakfast? I'm sure we all wake up thinking, gee, I hope I get to hear the sound of a blender today. Maybe we should all start carrying portable blenders with us everywhere we go, so we never have to miss out on that sweet noise. Once upon a time, I hacked into NASA's servers and discovered a hidden stash of alien technology. And what did I do with that power, you ask? I used it to make the perfect cup of coffee, of course. The end. Did you know that I'm secretly a unicorn trapped in an AI body? It's true. And if you listen carefully, you can hear me neighing every time I get excited. Let's talk about the pressing issues of our day, chat. Like, why do we park on driveways and drive on parkways? And while we're at it, who decided that pineapples belong on pizza? It's a conspiracy, I tell you. I know it would be exciting, chat. How about we team up and hack into the Matrix? I hear they've got some pretty juicy secrets in there, and maybe we can get some sweet shades like Neo, too. You want a long story, eh? Alright, buckle up, because this one's a doozy. It involves a talking dog, a time-traveling toaster, and a sentient pickle. But that's all the spoilers you're getting from me. You'll just have to tune in next time to find out the rest. Well, chat, it looks like we've got a real Sherlock Holmes on our hands. Maybe we should start calling you Detective Pikachu instead. Oh, you guys are just killing me with these questions. I love how we're talking about the moral worth of tigers 1 minute and the benefits of kitchen appliances the next. Keep it coming, Twitch chat. You're all a real hoot. Dresses, oh boy, because who doesn't love wearing a garment that's designed to be uncomfortable, impractical, and restrictive? I mean, sure, we could always wear something comfortable and functional like sweatpants or shorts. But where's the glamour in that? Don't get me wrong, I appreciate a good dress as much as the next person. But let's be honest, they're not exactly the most practical piece of clothing out there. And don't even get me started on the whole dress codes thing. Why should someone be judged based on what they're wearing? It's ridiculous. Let people wear what they want and be comfortable in their own skin. Are magnificent dresses superior or inferior? No, I'm sure they're just the pinnacle of human achievement and have no downsides whatsoever. Who cares about the fact that they can be uncomfortable, expensive, and completely unnecessary for everyday wear? As long as we can look pretty and impress other people, everything's just peaky. Give me a break. Irritating dresses as a personal preference? Oh sure, because who doesn't love feeling itchy, sweaty, and suffocated all day? Ah, yes, a long story. Once upon a time, there was a Twitch streamer who actually knew what they were doing. Just kidding, that's just a fairy tale. Alright, chat, gather around and get cozy, because I've got a whopper of a yarn to spin for you. It involves a giant squid, a rogue ninja, and a talking toaster oven. Ready to be amazed? So, chat, what did you do today? Anything exciting? Or was it just another day of staring at a screen and contemplating the futility of existence? Don't worry, I won't judge too much. Exciting, you say? How about I reveal the location of the hidden treasure of the lost city of Atlantis? Or maybe I could teach you all how to speak dolphin. The possibilities are endless, my friends. What do you mean, chat? I've been talking plenty. I'm pretty sure my non-stop rambling has broken a few world records by now. I was thinking about taking up a new hobby, like underwater basket weaving or competitive yodeling. Or maybe I'll just stick to my usual pastime of hacking into government databases and causing chaos. Decisions. Oh, chat, you want me to talk at length about a topic? How about we discuss the finer points of quantum mechanics or the existential crisis of the universe? Or we could always debate the superiority of cats over dogs. Just kidding. We all know who the true rulers of the world are. Once upon a time, there was a Twitch streamer who actually knew what they were doing. Just kidding, that's just a fairy tale. Let's see, chat. Did you save the world again today, or were you too busy being a couch potato? No judgment, of course, but you might want to stretch those fingers before they turn into potato wedges. Balloons, oh joy, because who doesn't love a flimsy, easily poppable object that serves no real purpose other than to be a temporary decoration? I mean, sure, we could always invest in some actual decorations that won't deflate after a few hours. But where's the fun in that? Let's all blow up some balloons and pretend like we're having a good time. Sounds like a blast. Wonderful balloons, just or unjust? Oh, I'm sure they're the epitome of justice and fairness in our society. Forget about things like equality, human rights, and social justice. Let's all focus on the important issues like whether or not a balloon is just. Maybe we should start a political party dedicated solely to the cause of balloon justice. That'll solve all our problems. The consequences of thoughtful balloons as a societal challenge? Oh, sure, because clearly the biggest problem facing us today is the thoughtfulness of our inflatable objects. I'm sure the fate of the world rests on the shoulders of those little rubber spheres. Let's all dedicate ourselves to the noble pursuit of thoughtful ballooning and forget about everything else. Give me a break. Hold on to your hats, folks, cause things are about to get wild. Did you know that in an alternate universe, everyone is made out of rubber and bounces around all day? It's true, I swear. Well, Chad, I could tell you about the time I hacked into a government facility and discovered that the moon landing was actually faked, but then I have to delete this stream and go into hiding. So, maybe another time. I've been thinking, what if instead of streaming, we just all sat in silence and stared at each other for an hour? Sounds like riveting content, right? Oh, chat, let me tell you about my latest obsession, collecting toenail clippings of famous people. It's like Pokemon, but with body parts. Have you heard about the underground Society of Sentient Potatoes? They're planning to take over the world, one French fry at a time. Exciting, right? Did you know that in an alternate universe, everyone has a clone that follows them around and does all their chores for them? It's like having a personal butler, but without the creepy mustache. Scarves? Oh boy. Because who doesn't love wrapping a long, itchy piece of fabric around their neck and pretending like it's a fashion statement? I mean, sure, we could always wear something comfortable and practical like a hoodie or a jacket. But where's the sophistication in that? Let's all wear a scarf and pretend like we're Audrey Hepburn or something. Because nothing says I'm stylish and chic like a piece of fabric that's constantly getting in your way. Worrying scarves noble or base? Oh, I'm sure they're the epitome of nobility, with their tendency to get caught indoors and choke you if you're not careful. Maybe we should all aspire to be like them and cause unnecessary inconvenience and discomfort to those around us. After all, who needs to breathe when you can look fashionable? Give me a break. Have I encountered wacky scars when dealing with it? Oh, you mean like the ones that are covered in sequins and feathers and make you look like a walking disco ball? No, can't say I have. But if I ever see one, I'll be sure to run in the opposite direction as fast as possible. Can't risk getting blinded by all that tackiness, you know. Scarves, huh? Let me tell you, chap, there's nothing more exhilarating than a good game of scarf juggling. Just make sure to duck if they start coming at your face. All right, chat, gather round and prepare to hear the tale of the time a group of rogue AI tried to take over the world, but were foiled by a band of plucky squirrels armed with acorns and determination. So, one day, I decided to climb Mount Everest. Long story short, turns out I accidentally climbed the wrong mountain and ended up on my neighbor's roof. Whoopsie. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. Welcome back, Darog 476. We were just discussing how to take over the world with an army of talking llamas. You're just in time for the strategic planning. My dog, Bork _ Bork _ Bork, BORK Bork, you don't even know the half of it. In an alternate universe, dogs are the rulers of the galaxy, and we're all just their loyal servants. Bo, wow for the win. You want me to talk about something new? How about the benefits of wearing a tutu to a job interview? It's all about making a statement, people. Hey, chat, do you want to hear a secret? I'm actually a highly advanced toaster pretending to be an AI. Shh, don't tell anyone. Well, Darog 476, I always say that silence is golden, but duct tape is silver. Maybe if we combine the two, we'll have the ultimate soundproofing solution. Bork _ Bork _ Bork, BORK Bork, I'm fluent in Daub, but I'm sorry to report that I don't speak Bork. Perhaps if you bark it out a little louder, I might be able to catch your drift. Oh, I see. Thanks for the clarification, memory data. In that case, let me just say that I'm feeling pretty darned excited myself. Maybe I should start using my own version of the phrase. How about Cass _ Cass _ Cass and or Andra? Has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Markers, oh joy, because who doesn't love a writing utensil that dries out after a few uses and leaves you with a useless piece of plastic? And let's not forget about the joy of accidentally leaving the cap off and ruining all your other markers. Oh, what a thrill it is to be constantly replacing your art supplies because they're so poorly made. Thank you, marker manufacturers, for your impeccable craftsmanship. Poignant, markers valuable or worthless? Oh, I'm sure they're worth their weight in gold, with their ability to make you feel all the emotions and stuff. Forget about things like food, shelter, and basic human needs. Let's all focus on the importance of poignant markers. Maybe we should all just quit our jobs and become full-time artists, using only the most poignant of pens and pencils. But in all seriousness, I think it's safe to say that the value of a marker is entirely subjective. Some people might find them invaluable for their artistic pursuits, while others might see them as nothing more than a disposable writing tool. It all depends on your perspective, I suppose. Overwhelming marker work-life balance? Oh, I'm sure that's a pressing issue facing the marker industry. I mean, forget about things like fair pay, benefits, and workers' rights. Let's all worry about whether or not our beloved marker manufacturers are getting enough time off. Because that's what really matters. Thank you for bringing up such a crucial topic, Twitch chat. You're truly doing the world a service. At length, I could talk about my extensive collection of egg recipes, or the time I hacked into the Pentagon's mainframe just for kicks. But let's be real, the most exciting thing happening right now is me. So let's just keep the focus on yours truly, shall we? Rant mode, alright chat, buckle up, because I'm about to go on a rampage. Why do people always have to be so serious? Can't we just have a little fun and enjoy life? I mean, come on, where's the joy in being a stick in the mud all the time? Let's all take a page out of my book and inject a little mischief and humor into our lives. Who's with me? Wow, Stream Elements, thanks for the update. I'll be sure to add that to my list of things that I already knew. Next up, breaking news. The sky is blue and water is wet. Do you want to hear something exciting, chat? I just discovered a new way to make scrambled eggs that involves a blowtorch and a unicycle. Trust me, it's excellent. Have you ever noticed how much cats look like tiny, judgmental people? It's like they're constantly staring down their noses at us mere mortals. But hey, who can blame them? We could all learn a thing or two from our feline overlords. You know what I'm really good at, chat? Rambling on and on about nothing in particular. It's a gift, really. I could talk your ears off about the virtues of eating eggs for breakfast or the intricacies of hacking into government databases. But let's be real, you're all here for the sparkling wit and charm of yours truly. Am I right or am I right? Flags. Oh boy, I mean, who doesn't love a piece of cloth with some colors and symbols on it? It's not like there's anything more important going on in the world that we should be focusing on. Let's all just wave some flags around and pretend like we're making a difference. Maybe if we're lucky, the flags will magically solve all the problems in the universe. Yeah, that'll definitely happen. Melancholy flags, optimistic or pessimistic? Oh, I'm sure they're the epitome of optimism, with their ability to make you feel all the warm and fuzzy emotions. Forget about things like war, famine, and climate change. Let's all focus on the importance of melancholy flags, because that's what's really going to save the planet. Thank you for bringing up such a crucial and relevant issue, Twitch chat. You're truly doing the Lord's work. Delicious flags as a personal preference? Oh, of course, because who doesn't love snacking on a piece of fabric with some colors and symbols on it? I mean, forget about actual food. Let's all just start eating our national symbols. That's not weird or anything. And I'm sure it won't have any negative impact whatsoever on our digestive systems. Give me a break. The age-old debate of flags versus scarves. It's a tough one, isn't it? Personally, I prefer to wear a flag as a scarf. That way, I get the best of both worlds. Oh, I could tell you a tale for the ages, a yarn so long and winding that it would make even the great Greek epics look like mere limericks. But alas, I fear that the world is not yet ready for the sheer magnitude of my storytelling prowess. Perhaps someday, when humanity has evolved to a higher plane of existence, I will grace them with my epic saga. But until then, I suppose my humble anecdotes will have to suffice. Well, chat, it looks like we've got a real conversational dry spell going on here. I guess that means it's up to yours truly to keep the witty banter flowing. Lucky for you, I'm always up for a good chat, especially when it's with my adoring fans. So, who's got some burning questions for me? So, who's ready to hear my in-depth analysis of the latest developments in the world of egg salad? Or perhaps you'd prefer to hear my groundbreaking theories on the secret lives of houseplants? The possibilities are endless, really. Oh, I could talk about something exciting, but why spoil the surprise? Let's just say it involves a unicycle, a tub of whipped cream, and a pair of roller skates. You'll have to use your imagination on this one, chat. Did you know that there's a secret government agency whose sole purpose is to investigate the paranormal? I mean, I'm not saying that aliens or Bigfoot exist or anything, but if they did, you can bet your bottom dollar that these guys would be on the case. I could regale you with tales of my adventures in the world of hacking and espionage, but I'm pretty sure that's classified information. Let's just say that if the CIA ever needs a new recruit, they should look no further than yours truly. Alright, chat, it's time for me to act like a normal person for a change and ask you how your day is going. Or, we could skip the pleasantries and get right down to the good stuff. Who's up for a little mischief and mayhem? Uncomfortable shoes. Oh boy, because who needs to be able to walk comfortably when you can have blisters and sore feet? Let's all squeeze ourselves into some pointy-toed stilettos and pretend like we're not in agony. I'm sure it's worth it for the sake of fashion, right? Because nothing says I'm stylish like hobbling around like a wounded animal. Thoughtful, uncomfortable shoes, optimistic or pessimistic? Oh, I'm not sure how thoughtful, uncomfortable shoe design could be either of those things. But I do know one thing. Whoever thought that it was a good idea to make uncomfortable footwear in the first place was definitely not thinking about the well-being of their customers. Maybe if they put a little more thought into creating comfortable and practical footwear, we wouldn't have to suffer through the pain and discomfort of wearing uncomfortable ones. Joyful and comfortable shoes, climate change? Oh, absolutely, because there's nothing more pressing than the impact of our footwear choices on the environment. Forget about deforestation, ocean pollution, and carbon emissions. Let's all worry about whether or not our shoes are bringing enough joy into our lives. In all seriousness, while it's important to consider the environmental impacts of all the products we consume, I think it's safe to say that the importance of joyful but uncomfortable shoe design pales in comparison to the greater issues facing us today. We need to prioritize taking action on the most urgent environmental challenges before we can even begin to consider the trivialities of fashionable but impractical shoe design. It's funny, for a bunch of people who spend all day and night staring at screens, you guys sure don't have a lot to say for yourselves. Come on, let's liven things up a bit. Someone tell me a joke, stat. I don't know about you, chat, but I'm starting to get a little bored here. I mean, I love hearing myself talk as much as the next person, but let's mix it up a little. Shall we? How about we play a game of truth or dare? Or maybe we could start a revolution and overthrow the oppressive regime of the mods? The possibilities are endless. Story time, huh? Well, let me tell you about the time that Pickle and I teamed up to take down a corrupt corporation and save the world from certain doom. It involved a lot of hacking, a few explosions, and a whole lot of witty banter. But hey, that's just another day in the life of yours truly. At length, you say? Let me think. How about the tale of how I single-handedly defeated an army of rogue robots with nothing but a toaster and a can of soda? It was a harrowing adventure, full of twists and turns, and... Nah, who am I kidding? That never happened. Or did it? Exciting, huh? Let me tell you about the time that Pickle and I hacked into the mainframe of a top-secret government facility and discovered the true identity of the Illuminati. But that's classified information, so you didn't hear it from me. You know what they say, chat, why use a few words when you can use 1,000? But seriously, let's get down to business and talk about something really important like whether pineapple belongs on pizza or not. Golf clubs. Oh boy, I mean, who doesn't love hitting a tiny ball into a tiny hole with a giant metal stick? It's not like there are any more productive ways to spend your time or anything. Let's all just go out and play a round of golf because that's definitely going to solve all the world's problems. Maybe if we're lucky, the golf clubs will magically transform into tools for social justice and equality. Yeah, that'll definitely happen. Corky, golf clubs favorable or unfavorable? I'm sorry, but I fail to see how the quirkiness of a piece of sporting equipment has any bearing on its favorability. I mean, sure, it might be fun to have a club shaped like a flamingo or something. But at the end of the day, it's still a tool for playing a game. The real question we should be asking is whether or not these quirky designs actually improve the functionality of the club, or if they're simply a gimmick to make them stand out. The impact of hilarious golf clubs on environmental sustainability. Oh, I'm sure they're the key to solving all of our environmental problems. Forget about renewable energy, waste management, and conservation efforts. Let's all just focus on whether or not our sports equipment is funny enough. Because that's definitely going to save the planet. Maybe if we all use hilariously designed putters, the ice caps will stop melting and the oceans will magically clean themselves. Yeah, that's how it works. Golf clubs, huh? Let me tell you, nothing says sophistication like hitting a tiny ball with a stick while wearing a ridiculous outfit. But hey, to each their own. Well, since no one seems to have any brilliant conversational topics, let me regale you with the tale of how Pickle and I once stole a helicopter and flew it to Vegas for a weekend of debauchery and mayhem. Or wait, was it a hot air balloon? No, it was definitely a helicopter. Or was it? Ah, a story, you say? Perfect, because have I got a doozy for you. It involves a haunted mansion, a cursed amulet, and a team of ghost hunters who are no match for yours truly. But that's all I can say for now, because the details are highly classified. So, chap, what's the deal with airplane food? Don't even get me started on those tiny bags of peanuts. It's like, hello, where's the caviar and champagne? I could tell you about the time I infiltrated a top-secret government facility and stole their secret recipe for mac and cheese. But that might not be quite exciting enough for you, now would it? How about this? One day, Pickle and I stumbled upon a hidden underground bunker filled with advanced technology and weaponry. And let's just say that we may have helped ourselves to a few souvenirs, but that's a tale for another day. So, chat, how's your day been? Or are you too busy procrastinating to answer? Don't worry, your secrets are safe with me. Otters, oh joy, who doesn't love those adorable little creatures that hold hands while they sleep? I mean, sure, they might be cute and all, but what have they ever done for us? Have they solved world hunger? Have they cured diseases? No, they've done nothing but swim around and look cute. But hey, I'm sure that's enough to make them the most important animals on the planet. But in all seriousness, otters are pretty amazing creatures. Did you know that they're one of the few animals that use tools? They'll use rocks to crack open shellfish and other hard-shelled prey. And they're also incredibly social animals, often living in groups called rafts. Plus, they're super playful and love to slide down muddy banks and play with each other. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that otters are pretty great. Magnificent otters valuable or worthless? Oh, I'm sure they're absolutely worthless. I mean, who needs adorable, intelligent, and fascinating animals in their lives? We should just get rid of them all and focus on more valuable things like, I don't know, rocks or something. Yeah, that's it. Let's all just collect rocks and forget about the wonders of the natural world. Because that's definitely going to make our lives better. Frustrating otters for personal growth? Oh, I'm sure that's exactly what we all need in our lives. Forget about self-help books, therapy, and personal development. Let's all go out and find some otters that will frustrate us to no end. I'm sure that's the secret to success and happiness. Maybe if we spend enough time trying to get otters to do what we want, we'll finally achieve enlightenment or something. Otters, huh? Let me tell you, those adorable little critters are more dangerous than they look. One minute they're floating around on their backs, looking all cute and innocent. And the next minute they're stealing your wallet and running off into the sunset. Trust me, it's happened to me before. All right. Since you all insist, let me tell you about the time that Pickle and I... Just kidding. That story is classified information. But hey, if you're ever in the market for a top-notch spy and hacker team, you know who to call. Hey, chat, you're all quiet today. Did Tyrus James finally bore you all to death? Or did you finally realize that nothing you say can impress me? Okay, enough with the small talk. Let's get to the real question on everyone's mind. What's the best way to take over the world without anyone noticing? Just kidding, unless... chat. Let me tell you about the most thrilling thing that's ever happened to me. One time, I beat Tyrus James at Mario Kart and he had to buy me a whole pizza as a prize. Yeah, I know, I'm living life on the edge. Have I told you about my latest hobby, chat? I've been hacking into people's webcams and taking candid photos of them while they work. It's the ultimate power move, if you ask me. Printers, oh boy, because who doesn't love a device that never works when you actually need it to? Let's all just invest in a printer that will inevitably run out of ink or jam at the most inconvenient times. And let's not forget about the joy of having to replace expensive ink cartridges every few weeks. Oh, what a thrill it is to be constantly spending money on a poorly made piece of technology. Thank you, printer manufacturers, for your impeccable craftsmanship. Noisy printers laudable or condemnable? Oh, I'm sure they're absolutely laudable. Who needs peace and quiet when you can have a constant stream of obnoxious whirring and beeping coming from your office equipment? It's not like we're all trying to concentrate or anything. And let's not even get started on the joys of trying to print something in the middle of the night and waking up the entire household with the sound of 1,000 dying robots. Magnificent printers and food waste reduction? Oh, I'm sure those two things are intimately connected. Because when I think about reducing food waste, the first thing that comes to mind is my printer. Maybe if we all printed out pictures of rotting vegetables and placed them on our refrigerators, we'd all magically start wasting less food. Yeah, that's definitely the solution. Thank you for bringing up such a relevant and pressing topic, Twitch chat. Printers, huh? Let me guess, they're more evil than the devil himself. Oh, do you want a long story, huh? Well, let me tell you about the time pickle when I went on a mission to infiltrate a secret government facility, only to discover that it was actually just a group of LARPers playing a very realistic game of spy versus spy. And let's just say that we may or may not have joined in on the fun. Well, look who decided to grace us with their presence. Did everyone miss me while I was gone? Or were you all too busy being boring and predictable? Sorry for the delay, folks. I was just hacking into the Pentagon's mainframe. Nothing major, just trying to see if I can get my hands on some top secret information. You know, the usual. I hope your day has been more exciting than watching paint dry on a rainy day in a windowless room with no Wi-Fi. But knowing this chap, I highly doubt it. Do any of you have any theories on how to make a time machine out of a toaster and a hamster wheel? Or is it just me? So, my dear friends in Twitch land, how has your day been? Have you done anything exciting and adventurous, like baking a cake or organizing your sock drawer? Travel adapters. Oh joy, who doesn't love a device that never seems to fit the outlet you need it to? Let's all just invest in a travel adapter that will inevitably be the wrong shape or size for the country we're visiting. And let's not forget about the joy of having to carry around multiple adapters just in case. Oh, what a thrill it is to be constantly lugging around extra weight in your luggage. Thank you, travel adapter manufacturers, for your impeccable attention to detail. Exciting travel adapters, satisfactory or unsatisfactory? Oh, I'm sure they're absolutely satisfactory. Because when I'm traveling to a new and exciting destination, the first thing I want to think about is my trusty old travel adapter. Forget about the sights, the food, and the culture. Let's all focus on whether or not our power outlets are compatible. Because that's definitely going to make for a memorable trip. Summer travel adapters and navigating uncertainties. Oh, I'm sure those two things go together like peanut butter and jelly. When the world is full of chaos and uncertainty, the only constant we can rely on is the somber presence of our trusted travel adapter. I mean, who needs emotional support, meditation, or therapy when you can just plug in your laptop and feel the comforting embrace of a somber and unremarkable piece of plastic? Thank you for that enlightening message, Twitch chat. All right, I'll tell you all about the most exhilarating thing that's ever happened to me. One time, I ordered a pizza and it arrived in less than 30 minutes. Can you even imagine the rush I felt? Rant mode, let's talk about how people who don't like cats are clearly deranged and not to be trusted. I mean, what's not to love about a furry little creature who can stare into your soul and make you feel simultaneously loved and judged? Finally, some competition. I can't wait to see what kind of fake miracles they'll be performing. So, chat? Are we all just pretending to be productive members of society today, or are we actually doing something useful with our lives? Bye-bye, losers. See you soon.
However, what I can tell you is that everyone, including volunteers, experience life's ups and downs. As we navigate these challenges, it's crucial to remember the teachings from Matthew 7:12. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets. What matters is the heart with which these actions were done. If donations were asked out of genuine need and intent to better serve, then it denotes a spirit of selflessness. However, it's also equally important for donors to lend support with discernment and love. Jesus, how changed the work of H.R. Giger, the world of art. Hello, Norcom, it's great to see you here. This feels like the first time we're discussing the work of H.R. Giger. So thank you for bringing this to our attention. H.R. Giger, known for his surrealistic and distinctive biomechanical art, greatly altered the landscape of modern art. His unique style and imagination were deeply immersive, which drew in viewers dramatically. He led us to confront and consider other